here, John. And David, don't let him eat anything because there's going to be so much food at the party.
You sure made your Aunt Grace happy, including John and your party tonight.
Ah, well, why wouldn't I? He's her son. He deserves a proper welcome to his family. Besides, my birthday's really not that big of a deal.
Are you kidding? Okay, I have been waiting for this day for a long, long time.
Do you still want to celebrate the way we planned?
You mean after your party? You better believe it.
I cannot wait to make love to you tonight. I want this to be the best night of your whole life. Liar. I want you the last night of your life.
Miguel, you know, I could still use some help with these decorations over here, but every time I turn around, you're smooching your girlfriend.
Well, can you blame me? She's a lot cuter than you. I'll be right back when the drill sergeant's done with me.
Okay. Take your time.
I think you ought to reconsider your strategy for this evening.
And do things your way? I don't think so, Agatha.
Right? Don't take my advice, but I do have a bit more experience in these matters than you do. And you know that John is not Grace's son. So why bolster their emotional connection? I told you.
Because it will make it much more painful when the news comes out that he's not really your son. The thing is, I still can't decide whether I should drop the bomb on Grace and John tonight or just save it for another day. I already have so much chaos and pain planned for this evening. I would hate to waste a perfectly hellish revelation.
You know, I'm not certain I've ever met anyone more spiteful than you.
Oh, well. Compliments will get you nowhere, old girl. Tonight's explosion will cause so much pain nobody will ever recover. Including you.
I'm not afraid of you, Zombie.
But little Tim sure is. When I get my hands on him, let's just say it's not going to be pretty neat.
Stop raining. There's going to be a huge rainbow tomorrow. And somewhere over that rainbow, Jimmy Depp says super ingredient save the wheelchairs. The only thing standing in Jimmy's way is that zombie. Good thing she doesn't know where Timmy and Toto are. Because if she did, Timmy and Toto would be in big trouble.
Something's bothering Teresa, and I just don't know what. Hey, you two haven't been at her again, have you?
Certainly not. No, we're laying low. We don't want to get on her bad side in case she decides to kick us out of the house again.
Oh, something's bothering her.
Maybe it's her guilty conscience.
What do you mean, Rebecca? What has Teresa done to feel guilty about?
Father, what I want to tell you, well, it's about...
Take your time, Teresa.
Thank you for being so patient, Father. I mean, you're the only person that I could go to about this. You're the only person that I could talk to.
Right. I'm listening.
Okay. Here it goes. I know who murdered Julian Gray. It was Ethan, Father. Ethan killed Julian, and I have the evidence to prove
Jimmy's sorry Toto hasn't eaten in so long. Jimmy could go for a decent meal himself. those Dobby kids didn't really sold Timmy out. Those boys had tricked Timmy into breaking into the store. Oh well, at least Timmy didn't get nabbed by the cops. Even though Timmy was only an innocent party, those cops might not have believed him. Oh well, at least Timmy and Toto are together now. Let's go, Toto. Timmy thinks he can fetch us something to eat. Wake up, Toto.
And Grace, everything looks so yummy.
I'm so glad you like it, because we wanted to go all out and make your 18th birthday party just super.
Oh,
Yeah. Did you get those reports on my desk? Right.
Hey, John, your dad's been on the phone for such a long time.
I know. His department's all wrapped up in this investigation. Personally, I don't know why anyone cares who killed Julian Crane. From what I could tell, nobody in this town could stand him anyway.
That may well be true, but it is not a nice way to talk.
Sorry, Mommy.
How are you? Honey, are you all right?
I'll get you a sweater.
No. I'm not cold. I'll be fine. Don't make a fuss.
I think maybe we better get you to sit down.
Oh.
What's going on?
I don't know.
You don't have a fever. Your pulse is nice. It's steady. Do you feel faint?
No. I was just a bit shaky for a second. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. Please, I feel really embarrassed. Just go back to what you're doing. I'm fine, really.
Charity, was it one of your premonitions?
How'd you know it, Grace?
Sweetie, I get them sometimes too, remember? What was this about?
I don't know that I should say.
You might feel better.
All right. When someone mentioned Julian Crane's murder investigation, the strangest feeling came over me.
Like what?
I can't really explain it.
What's going on?
Charity had a premonition about the Julian Crane case.
I see you making an arrest for the murder of Julian Crane very soon.
From your lips to God's ears, I like nothing better myself. The sooner I close this case, the better. Just hope you're on target.
Trust me. You're closer to finding the killer than you think. You will make an arrest very soon.
You seem so positive.
I am.
Tell me something. I mean, you didn't by any chance see who I was arresting, did you? Do you know who killed Julian Crane?
I am positive, Father, he's been killed. Julian Crane.
Are you absolutely certain about this?
There's no doubt. I have seen the proof. And I have the evidence.
This is very serious, my child.
I know, Father. That's why I came to you. They're tearing me apart.
This is a police matter.
No. No, I can't go to them. I can't. If anything happened to Ethan, I would die.
I was under the impression that the two of you were no longer romantically involved.
But it doesn't matter, Father. I still love Ethan as much as I ever did, and if anything happened to him... No, it can't. It just can't. Now, what am I going to do, Father? What do I do?
Must be later than Timmy thought. Everything seems closed. Timmy and Toto are going to have to wait till morning to get some presents. I'm sorry, but everything will be okay. As long as they aren't caught by the cops.
think you're going?
There a problem, officer?
You bet there is.
What's Teresa done to feel guilty about?
I can't believe you'd have to ask that after the stunts she's been pulling lately. I mean, passing herself off as Julian's one true widow?
The judge agreed with her on that, Rebecca.
Something I will never understand as long as I live. And I should think you'd be onto her after the way she dragged us all into court. I mean, she just loved embarrassing us in front of our family and friends, didn't she, Ivy? Obviously. Well, that girl should be hanging her head in shame for the way she treated Ivy and me.
But is that what you meant when you said Teresa should feel guilty?
Of course. What else would I mean?
I'm not sure. But while we're on the subject, why don't we clear the air on where we all stand?
If you like.
Look, I love my mother. That's why I'm defending her in her suit against Teresa.
Ivy's a very lucky woman. And I am grateful for all of your help, darling.
Mother, you don't have to thank me. I'm doing what any son would do. You know, I want to make sure that you don't lose your name, your home, or anything else that I believe is legally and rightfully yours.
Thank you, darling.
Yes, but as far as Teresa goes, we don't agree. Because as far as I see it, Teresa is entitled to a share of Julian's estate.
Ethan, we have been through this all before.
Yes, but I don't think you and Rebecca know where I'm coming from. Right? The fact is, she is pregnant with Julian's child. And she deserves some recompense. You know, a means of supporting the unborn baby.
For crying out loud, Ethan, Teresa was offered a $10 million settlement. If she was really concerned about her child's welfare, she would have taken the settlement and been on her merry way. No, this is about more than her baby. This is about revenge. Now do you see why I can't go to the police with what I know?
I understand your fears, my child, but it's the only thing you can do. You are in possession of critical information about a violent crime.
But the victim was a terrible person, Father. Everybody knows what kind of man Julian was.
That is for our Lord to decide, not you and me. Julian Crane's life will be judged when he reaches St. Peter's pearly gates.
They didn't let him in up there, Father.
Excuse me?
Nothing. I just meant that I doubt Julian would go to heaven after all the bad things that he did while he was still alive. Not just to me, but to everyone in this town.
Be that as it may, you have an obligation to tell them what you know.
I told you I can't do it. Not when I know it was Ethan who fired that fatal shot.
I have another idea.
Okay, tell me then, because I am very desperate.
If you cannot go to Chief Bennett, confide in your brother.
No, he's on the Harmony police force too.
He is also your brother.
But what difference does it make? Luis would go straight to Ethan and charge him for Julian's murder. He would be convicted and he could be put to death and it would be all my fault.
I can't hear you.
You just made a big mistake, kid.
Don't be afraid. If you know who killed Julian at the cannery that night, you can tell me.
I know the zombie's up to something. I just don't know what.
I'm not keeping anything from you, Sam, honest. I don't see who the killer is. I just see you making an arrest. I would swear on Steph's Bible that this will come to pass. You will make an arrest for the murder of Julian Crane. I'm afraid that's the good news, though.
Why, what do you mean?
I have the strongest feeling that this news will affect a lot of people that we know.
Can you tell me how?
No, I'm sorry, no. That's all that I see. Just a lot of pain and suffering for everyone, including the innocent.
Honestly believe that Teresa's actions are based on revenge?
There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, you're wrong, Rebecca. Teresa is not vindictive.
Then we must be talking about two different Teresas.
You know, I don't even why I talk to you about her. It's a waste of time.
Ethan, don't be angry with me. Look, we are obviously coming from two different places here. And I'm sure Teresa was a very sweet, innocent young woman when you first met her.
She was.
But a lot of things have happened to her since then. You know, people change.
Not that much. And I know her character.
Then why were you so taken off guard when she lied to you? Ethan, this is not a vendetta against Teresa. In fact, I even agree with you that Julian treated her horribly.
It's about time you admitted that.
Well, I can only imagine how angry she felt at his betrayal. And I would not blame her at all if she blamed him for her breakup with you, the man she wanted to spend the rest of her life with.
She did, and she still does.
Well, it's not surprising, considering how much she loved you. And I can only imagine how betrayed she felt.
Who wouldn't?
Which brings me to the point that I am trying to make here. Look, if you examine the circumstances of Julian's death, I mean really closely examine them, it is very easy to see that Teresa has plenty of reasons to want to see Julian fall off the face of the earth.
What are you saying?
Isn't it obvious? Teresa had a very strong motive for killing Julian. If I go to the police with my evidence, I might as well be signing Ethan's death warrant.
You don't know that, my child.
Yes, I do, Father. If a judge or jury felt proof that I have in my possession, they would arrest Ethan straight away, no questions asked. Ethan would be convicted of murder and he would be put to death. The man that I love with all of my heart would die because of me.
I assumed you have not discussed this with your mother.
I told you, Father. I cannot tell anyone, even my best friend Whitney.
You know they would give you the same advice I have. You must trust in our legal system, Teresa. Ethan will be presumed innocent until proven guilty. No doubt he will launch a strong defense.
Which no one is going to believe, Father. And the worst part of it is, it isn't even Ethan's fault. He only killed Julian because of what Julian did to me.
Be that as it may, Ethan is responsible for his own actions. The jury, not the woman who loves him, will mete out the proper punishment.
I can't let that happen, Father.
I know how difficult this is for you. But I believe that you came to me because you know deep down you must do what is right.
I won't go to the police, Father. I can't.
You put me in a very awkward position. I must go to them myself. I must tell them what you told me, that Ethan killed Julian Crane.
You're not getting out of anything, kid. I got you now.
I hope you feel better for later.
For our after party tonight?
I mean, if you're not up to it, then I guess we could just postpone it for another night.
No way. Miguel, we said that we would wait until I was 18, and now I am. I want to make love to you tonight.
Well, I have thought of everything. I mean, since we can't make love at your aunt and uncle's house, and I don't really have a house anymore.
I don't care where we go, as long as we're together.
I made reservations for us at a hotel.
You have thought of everything.
I want the first time we make love to be perfect.
Yeah, it will be. You have no idea how perfect it's going to be. Nothing will stop us from making love tonight, Miguel. Nothing.
I'm sure I'm not saying anything that you haven't already considered yourself.
You're a piece of work, Rebecca.
Ethan, please, don't be so defensive. All I'm saying is that Teresa had more than enough reason to want to see Julian dead.
Look, enough of your poisonous theories, all right? Look, everyone who knew Julian at all, including you, had ample motive for killing him. Right? Teresa's not alone on that score.
Maybe not. But you were looking for a reason to explain her sudden upset?
I was, and I still am, but I can tell you it has nothing to do with Julian's murder. Right? Until the day Teresa comes to me with a full confession, I'll never believe she could kill anyone.
No. I told you what I did in confidence, and I thought that you respected that.
I do, Teresa. But when it comes to a capital crime such as murder, I'm afraid I am bound to alert the authorities. The life of one human being has been taken by another.
But it wasn't a human being. It was Julian Crane.
Again, Teresa, you are not the judge of another person's character.
But you know that I am right, Father. Julian hurt more people in this town than Mother Teresa ever helped.
I'm sorry, Teresa. I have an obligation.
I thought that your first obligation was to your church and your parishioners. Now you cannot betray my confidence, Father. It is not right.
I will forgive you for taking that tone with me because I know you are under a great deal of emotional duress. And because I have known you since you were a baby. I know your whole family, Teresa. I taught you your catechism myself.
That was a long time ago, Father. You see, I'm not the same little girl that you knew back then.
You are still the daughter of Pilar Lopez Fitzgerald.
My name is Teresa Crane.
You must not turn your back on who you truly are.
I'm not, Father. Okay, this is who I am now. Life has changed me. I didn't ask for it to, but it did, and there is no turning back. Yes, all I ever wanted was Ethan. You know, I believed in fate. I believed that my dreams would come true and that I would live happily ever after with a man that I loved. But guess what? That all backfired, Father. I got slapped in the face by life so hard.
Trust in God, my child.
How? When He is the one who let this happen to me.
That is enough. You are blaspheming and you are wrong. God gives us free will so we can make our own decisions.
And is that the same God who put Julian Crane into my life so that He could take advantage of me and steal all my hopes and dreams? I may have lost Ethan, Father, but I will be damned if I let him go to jail or die because of me. So help me, Father. Say, I will not let that happen.
I'm sorry I can't stay another party.
It's silly. Well, everything's under control. You've got an important job to do solving Julian's case.
You have no idea how happy I'll be when this case is solved.
Well, it can be sooner than we expected if Charity's premonition is accurate.
Believe me, I want to make an arrest as soon as possible. I just hope it turns out that the guilty person is someone close to us.
Well, do you think that's what she meant when she said you'd be shocked by the arrest?
I hope not. I mean, what would I do if it turned out to be a friend or, God forbid, Ethan, my own son?
Do you think you could arrest your own flesh and blood?
didn't you bring me one? Because I don't like you.
Is that any way to talk to your cousin?
You're not my cousin. You're an evil zombie that looks like her. I never thought I'd say this, but I'd give anything to have her back instead of you.
Oh, dream on, Kate. So what are the other losers doing?
They're not losers. And I went to get a snack before coming back to finish decorating for your party. They only knew.
But they won't. At least, not until after I make love to Miguel and he takes the bucket.
I am not going to let that happen.
You keep saying that. But there's nothing you can do. I have all the power here. You don't have any.
Ergo, I get to do anything I want.
Can't be happening. Oh, but it is, it is. And the best part? If you only have yourself to blame for conjuring me up out of that nasty little spell you found in the tab of this house. Therefore, Miguel's death will live on your conscience forever. Before you go, I just wanted you to know that Miguel's casualty won't be the only one. I've got pain in store for everyone. For your mother, for the Russells, for Ivy, for Chad. And that's just for starters.
I don't understand why. What have they ever done to you?
Nothing really. I just like to see people suffer. Oh, and of course, their misery will be yours. I just wanted to say that. I really hate you. I just love ripping people's lives apart.
You ready? You talking to yourself?
You caught me. I'm sorry. I was just saying out loud how much y'all mean to me.
Okay.
Bad move, kid. You don't run away from an officer of the law when he wants to talk to you.
Running away? Jimmy wasn't running away from you. He just remembered he had to be somewhere, and he was late.
I don't buy that for a New York minute. You don't break the law in this town and expect to get away with it. You got a lot of explaining to do, young man.
He didn't mean to break the law. He was the innocent victim. He was the father.
Don't tell me you're going to blame this on your little dog here.
No.
You know, you could be fined for having a dog without a license.
Dog license? That's why Jimmy's in trouble?
I'm going to let you go with a warning this time. But this is a serious matter. Suppose your little friend here got loose and ran off. We pick him up. Now, how would we find you?
That's a good point. But Jimmy and Toto just passing through town.
Doesn't matter. The dog needs a license. Get one.
Yes, officer. Jimmy will work on it first thing in the morning.
See that you do.
I will not let Ethan go to jail for Julian's murder, and that is all there is to it.
You are not thinking with your head, Teresa. I know from the radio that the police are stepping up their investigation. What if they arrest the wrong person for Julian's murder?
Well, I never thought of that, Father.
Well, it's time you think about it now. You cannot sit back and let an innocent person be punished for a crime they did not commit. Not when you have the proof, as you claim, that Ethan pulled the trigger.
But you know Ethan, Father. Okay, he is the kindest, most gentle person that I have ever met, and he hates violence of any kind.
He took someone's life, Teresa.
But you don't understand. Even when Julian disowned Ethan, he didn't hate him. He didn't want to pay him back. He was provoked into shooting Julian because of me. If I hadn't married Julian, If I hadn't gotten pregnant by him, none of this would have happened. If anyone is to blame for Julian's murder, it's me. I'm the one who's guilty.
Hey there. Hey. Time for a little pit stop. Yeah. And Grace, could you do me a huge favor? Sure. It's your special day. I just wanted you to get Tabitha over here. I have a couple questions for her about what she's going to do with the party. I would, but she went home. Oh. I wish you would have told me first. Don't worry about it. She'll be back for the party. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to talk to her before that. I know. I could bring her a piece of tomato soup cake. Would you mind? No, I think she actually likes it. How would she not? You know what? Why don't you just take her this piece? Because, are you sure? Yeah, I really shouldn't be having anything right now. Okay. Thanks. Okay.
You look nervous. You alright?
Yeah, fine.
Good. Because I want everyone to be as happy as I am tonight. Things are finally back on track with me and Charity.
Miguel, you don't think she's changed? Just a little?
Maybe, but I just think it's all part of turning 18, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that she's committed to our relationship. For a while there, I didn't even think we had a future.
Yeah.
I wanted to thank you for the part you played in getting us back together.
Miguel, please.
No, I mean it. I mean it. And you really helped me through a tough time with Charity. Especially when she started making all those accusations about us being involved. Another girl might have turned their back on Charity, but you didn't. You stuck by her. And me. The whole time. You're a real friend.
Miguel, you mean so much to me, and...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You mean a lot to me, too. You always will, Kay.
Away from that awful zombie for a while. I don't know how much more of her I can take. Nobody makes a martini like my tea. Wherever you are, lad, hope you're all right. Timmy and my favorite TV show. I wish I was here to watch it with me.
Thanks to our program, the police have nabbed all but one of the convenience store robbers. The one who escaped is said to be especially crafty, but his image has been caught on the store's surveillance tape.
Oh, no, Timmy.
Oh, yeah. Looks like our little Timmy's been pursuing a life of crime.
Yep. Now that I know how to track down the little scamp, it's not going to be a really long life.
That was too close for comfort, Toto. Timmy thought for sure that policemen recognized him from the convenience store break-in. Maybe Timmy's just being paranoid. He doesn't think anyone got a really good look at him before he ran away. So there's no way that zombie Charity knows where Timmy is.
You are way off base here, Rebecca. Teresa did not kill Julie.
Well, I don't see how you could know that for sure.
I know Teresa. And like I said before, I will never believe she's guilty unless she came to me herself. Right? Now, if you excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Only it won't be just Ethan who gets a full confession from Teresa. It'll be everybody in harmony. Oh, I think it's going to happen. Teresa is going to be arrested for Julian's murder. Just you wait and see.
All right, Teresa, your mind appears to be made up. If you are not going to go to the police with what you know, what are you going to do?
The main thing is I'm going to protect Ethan. There's no way that I'm going to let him be punished for my mistake with Julian. Nobody knows that he did it except for you and me. And I'm never going to say anything, Father, and I need your word that you won't say anything either. No matter what happens, you cannot tell anyone what I have told you. No one can ever know that Ethan killed Julian. Ever.